Welcome to our Tune to Health channel. Are you struggling with high blood pressure? Whether you're dealing with hypertension or aiming to prevent it, maintaining a healthy diet is crucial. It can be challenging to determine which foods are beneficial and which might be harmful. But don't worry, we have solutions for you. In today's video, we'll explore top 10 foods and drinks that can increase your blood pressure and share the best tips to help you control it. Join us as we work together to combat high blood pressure. By the end of this video, you'll be aware of the foods and drinks that can raise your blood pressure and be better equipped to make healthier choices. Let's get started. Before that, please subscribe to our Tune to Health channel and hit the bell icon to stay tuned for our health-related videos. Now just remember, this channel does not offer any medical advice. These videos and all comments and messages are provided solely for educational purposes and are not intended to replace professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Please always consult with your doctor or other qualified healthcare professionals if you have any health-related questions or concerns. High blood pressure, also called hypertension, occurs when the force of your blood pushing against the walls of your blood vessels is too high. Normally, blood pressure is lower than 120/80 millimeters over mercury. This upper limit is called systolic blood pressure, and the lower limit is called diastolic blood pressure. According to the American Heart Association guidelines, if the systolic pressure ranges from 120 to 129 millimeters over mercury and the diastolic pressure is more than 80 millimeters over mercury, it's labeled as elevated blood pressure. If your systolic blood pressure is 130 to 129 or diastolic pressure is 80 to 89, it is stage 1 hypertension. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, approximately 1.2 billion adults aged 30 to 79 globally have hypertension. Shockingly, about 40% of those individuals are unaware that they have this condition. High blood pressure is often called a silent killer because it usually does not have noticeable symptoms. However, a few people with high blood pressure may experience headaches, dizziness, nausea, or nosebleeds. Managing blood pressure levels is crucial because elevated blood pressure can lead to many complications, such as heart disease, stroke, and kidney issues. A healthy diet is critical for maintaining blood pressure because many foods can contribute to high blood pressure. Table salt or sodium chloride is a major risk factor for increasing blood pressure. Any food or drink containing salt can elevate blood pressure because sodium causes the body to retain fluid. According to the American Heart Association, adults should aim to keep their sodium intake below 1,500 milligrams per day, although current guidelines permit up to 2,300 milligrams daily. It's easy to consume too much salt without realizing it, often exceeding these limits. Therefore, we need to be mindful of our salt intake. Here are 10 foods and drinks that can increase blood pressure levels. 1. Fast foods. Fast food is very popular in America, with 1 in 3 people eating it every day. However, most fast foods like pizza, burgers, and fries contain excessive amounts of salt. While salt can enhance the taste of food, consuming too much of it can lead to detrimental health effects, such as high blood pressure. To maintain healthy blood pressure, it's crucial to be mindful of salt intake by opting for fresh, low-sodium alternatives and cooking meals at home whenever possible. Making these adjustments can help reduce the risk of developing high blood pressure. 2. Canned and preserved foods. Canned and preserved foods such as pickles, vegetables, and fish often contain high levels of salt for flavor and preservation. Regular consumption of these sodium-rich foods can contribute to elevated blood pressure, exceeding recommended daily limits, and increasing the risk of hypertension and related health issues. Opting for fresh, low-sodium alternatives and preparing homemade meals whenever possible can help manage sodium intake. 3. Saturated fats. Saturated fats can elevate blood pressure by increasing bad cholesterol levels, leading to the buildup of arterial plaque that narrows blood vessels. This constriction reduces blood flow, raising your blood pressure. Foods rich in saturated fats include fatty cuts of meat like beef and pork, processed meats such as sausages and bacon, full-fat dairy products like butter and cheese, and baked goods made with butter. Diets high in these foods are associated with hypertension. Managing the intake of saturated fats is critical for lowering blood pressure and reducing cardiovascular risk. 4. Alcohol. Excessive alcohol intake can raise blood pressure, but the mechanism through which alcohol achieves this remains unclear. Possible causes include the excessive release of substances that constrict blood vessels, the release of cortisol, and increased intercellular calcium. Many studies have demonstrated a link between consuming 3 or more alcoholic drinks daily and the development of hypertension. Reduction in alcohol intake has been shown to lower blood pressure. Reducing alcohol consumption by 1 drink per day can decrease blood pressure by approximately 1 milligram over mercury. Therefore, reducing alcohol intake is beneficial for maintaining healthy blood pressure levels. Number 5. Soup. Soup, whether restaurant-made or canned, can increase blood pressure due to its high sodium content. For instance, a typical serving of canned tomato soup can contain up to 480 milligrams of sodium content, which is about 20% of the recommended daily intake. Many commercially prepared soups in restaurants and canned varieties often contain significant amounts of salt for flavor and preservation. Excess sodium intake from soup can lead to retention of fluids in the body, increasing blood volume and exerting additional pressure on blood vessel walls. This can be a silent threat, gradually leading to hypertension, high blood pressure, over time. It's crucial to take immediate action to prevent this. Choosing homemade soups with low sodium ingredients or carefully read labels when selecting canned options is advisable. By making these choices, you are taking control of your health. 6. Sauces. Soy sauce and many other sauces contribute to increased blood pressure due to their high sodium content. Sodium, a component of salt, plays a crucial role in enhancing the flavor of sauces. However, excessive consumption of sauces, like soy sauce, can lead to higher sodium intake. This in turn causes the body to retain more fluid, increasing blood volume and placing greater pressure on blood vessel walls. Over time, this can contribute to high blood pressure. Therefore, moderation in consuming salty sauces is recommended for maintaining cardiovascular health. 7. High sodium drinks. High sodium drinks, such as sports drinks and canned fruit drinks like lemonade and orange drinks, can contribute to increased blood pressure due to their sodium content. Sodium, a component of salt, is added to these beverages for flavor and preservation. When consumed in excess, sodium causes the body to retain water, increasing blood volume and subsequently raising blood pressure. Managing sodium intake from these beverages by opting for low sodium or unsweetened alternatives is important for maintaining cardiovascular health. 8. Coffee and caffeinated drinks. Research on coffee and its effect on blood pressure remains controversial. Caffeine can induce a short-term spike in blood pressure even in individuals without hypertension. Yet the precise cause of this response remains unclear and varies among individuals. Increasingly, some regular consumers of caffeinated beverages exhibit higher average blood pressure levels than non-consumers, while others develop a tolerance to caffeine over time, resulting in minimal long-term impact on blood pressure. For individuals with high blood pressure, consulting with a healthcare professional about limiting or discontinuing caffeinated beverages is advisable to manage cardiovascular health effectively. 9. Salty snacks. Salty snacks like chips, crackers, and popcorn are high in sodium, contributing to elevated blood pressure. The excess sodium causes the body to retain water, increases blood volume, and strains blood vessels. Regular consumption can lead to hypertension, highlighting the need for moderate intake for better cardiovascular health. 10. Bread. Excessive intake of certain types of bread, especially those made with refined flour and high levels of sodium, can contribute to elevated blood pressure. Refined flour breads lack fiber and may lead to weight gain, which is a risk factor for hypertension. Therefore, it's important to choose whole grains with lower sodium content to maintain cardiovascular health. Remember, managing your diet is key to controlling blood pressure. Incorporating more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains while limiting processed foods and salty snacks can be beneficial. Stay hydrated, exercise regularly, and monitor your blood pressure routinely. Avoid smoking and excessive alcohol consumption is critical, as these can significantly raise your blood pressure. Thank you for watching this video. Follow us for more medical content and practical tips on maintaining a healthy lifestyle. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up.